Last time, Sora and the Straw Hats saved the world from the notorious Ansem. But now they're embarking on another. Question is, what are they up to, and what's with the mansion they found? We'll find out in a few minutes. Hi, my name is Naruto fan in Kentucky,
Avenidas Diaz.
and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts One Piece crossover. This time we're doing the Chain of Memories. Of course, last time Sora, Donald, Goofy, Goofy, Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Robin, and Jinbei are walking through walk, walking, following Pluto. They stopped to take a break, and Sora woke up.
Seeing a mysterious man in a black coat.
Yep. And Sora followed him, and he spoke some riddles that Sora didn't understand. And Luffy's like, oh, me. But
So
Sora,
Robin could probably figure. Robin and Nami would probably figure it out.
yep.
Then following him, they come to this castle.
Yep. And both of them had suspicions, but Sora had a feeling that he should go in for some
What
reason.
if Riku's in there? And the king?
And you might be right. Let's go in. And
Then they get in there, Donald and Goofy's clothes change to their Cage 1 outfits.
I don't. That doesn't happen yet. It happens after Traverse Town.
Or during it.
Yeah. And Goofy asks, "Gee, did you think it's okay to barge in like that?" But we gotta do it if we're gonna find the king. The king.
Yeah, they were pretty much inviting us in.
Yeah. The King Monkey's here? Something just tell me okay.
Then the guy in black comes back.
And Sora said, that's it. Who are you? And Donald said, I'll take care of it. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
Fire!
And Luffy says, go, go! But he was stopped by the organization, by the band in black. He said, hey! Because I could see that happening. and Robin says, that is no ordinary man. There's something mysterious about him.
And this castle.
And he said, I should. Why? And Donald asks, why isn't it working? And the man says, I should think it's obvious. The moment you set foot in this castle, you forgot every spell and every ability you ever knew. And this place to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. That is the way.
We're putting you back to level 1.
Yeah, that's I know. And in KH4, we'll find some other way for him to go back to level 1.
Yeah, just like in Metroid.
Yep. And he says the name Castle Oblivion.
The castle you're currently in.
And he says, here you will meet people in the past. I miss. Riku? You mean Riku, the king, and the other Straw Hats are here? If you want
Perhaps
to find them. And he throws them a card and Sora catches it.
That's the way forward.
It's a promise that you seek. Hold the card to open the door, and beyond it, a new world. Proceed to lose and claim anew, or claim anew only to lose. And Sora says, come on, let's go.
I can see Zoro going, "Oh, come on! You just said the same thing like 3 times."
Yeah. And they entered the world, and
No,
they found out they're in Traverse Town.
you see, before they go, I can see now going, "Zoro, are you sure about this?" "Oh, no way but forward. Guess we're gonna have to go through it."
And Nami trusts Sora to.
And the others would probably ask Luffy, "Well, Captain, your call. We're gonna
Let's go.
go through it."
Yep. And so they enter in the room, and strangely, it is Traverse Town, and Source and Luffy was confused. Like, did we leave Traverse Town like 2 days ago? And then the Man in Black came and said, "What you see isn't real. It's a
It's a
illusion."
reconstruction of your memories, Sora.
My memories? What about Luffy's? Are we going to see his worlds?
Perhaps. Who knows? You'll need to go deeper into the castle.
And then they realize, Nami, Zoro, Donald, Goofy, Robin, Jinbei, where are my friends? Where are our friends? They're at the mercy at your cards, masters. And they did all that stupid tutorial that I still never got. You have
So
trouble
basically,
with.
they're like the summon cards, basically,
Yeah.
where they just show up for one attack.
Yeah, imagine the Straw Hats being that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I can see Zoro having a pretty high valued card.
Yeah, me too. And
I wonder if he'd break the game like Cloud can if you use him right.
yeah. And then after the tutorial, their friends finally show up. And Jinbei said, "Why, this is kind of strange predicament." And Sora asked, "Where have you been? Are you guys all right?"
Do we
I
go
don't.
somewhere?
Yeah, we saw a strange light, and the rest is just blank. And then Goofy's noticed, "Wait, Donald, where'd I get the news clothes?"
You too, Goofy.
And then Nami looks at her clothes. I'm wearing my old clothes from all the way from all from Kokiyachi Village. It's
So they're back in their part 1 outfits.
yeah, for now. I think it'd be interesting if the more they go, they wear their outfits. You know what I mean?
So they also forgetting all their attacks and abilities from like Wano back.
Yeah. Is that a
So
good?
basically, no Gear 5 for Luffy.
Yes. Unfortunately.
The most we'll give him is Gear 2 for this.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, the game, the One Piece game, what's it called? Odyssey. It's similar to Chain of Memories.
Really?
Yeah, you go to past arcs and fight bad guys there. And then
They run into Leon and Yuffie.
yeah, and Ed. It's a hey Ed. Oh, you're still short.
No, what did you say?
It's a, what is it? Who are you guys? What's going on? And so asks, Leon, what are you talking about? What are you doing in Castle Oblivion? Castle Oblivion? This is
How do you
Traverse.
know my name?
I don't remember, but the likes of you. Quit playing, Leon. We fought the hardest together. Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know your names. What, you don't? And Robin says, guys, I don't think this is the Leon we know. What do you mean, Robin? Remember what that man said? To this world is a figment of your heart, Sora. And don't I feel? And Leon said, "I feel for you. Happens all the time. Don't take it personally, Sora." And they were like, "You do know his
You do
name?
remember me. Wait,
How do I
that's
know?"
not
And said,
Yuffie.
"Now,"
What about you?
and then
Yeah,
they
you're Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Luffy. Wait, how did I?
said, "Yeah, and you have a girlfriend named Winry." She is not my girlfriend.
Yeah, sure, Ed.
Then we better go. No, not yet. They meet with Yuffie came along and said, he said, "These guys sure know what they're talking about." And he said, "Look," and they asked, "Do you know him?" She said, "Nope, total stranger, but I definitely know their names. It's weird, but we can skip the introductions." How did he? And Leon asked, "How did you accept this situation so easily? I don't get you." And Nami says, "Welcome to my world. I every time I see something weird, I just don't question it.
Hmm.
Don't think, just accept."
Yeah.
Yeah, and Leon does his own tutorial. And then they meet Aerith, and she said, he asked, "Have you forgotten me too? I don't know whenever I could say nice to meet you or good to see you again, but I still feel like you belong here." "Yeah, we never met," says Winry, "but we know your name." "But I'm telling you, we have met," says Luffy. "We all fought the Heartless together." I said, I believe you, but I can't remember. You probably forgot this. We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other."
Hmm.
And she said, "Hold on. How do you know how?" Uh, and and now he said, "I have a feeling I'm going to have a headache."
Yeah.
And you,
This whole game's a headache.
yeah. And then she said, then Leon said, "Let's have a look around. They're heartless. They shouldn't be. So, we can fight?" "I can't say I know, but I believe you." But then they went to the final room and meet Sid. "Hey, it's Sora." "Wait, I don't know you, but you look like a Sora." It's Sora. "That's okay. That's my name. So you haven't heard of me." Can't say I'm surprised.
Hmm.
And Nami said, "Oh, brother, look, we're looking for our friends. Have you seen them?" "Your friends? All I seen is Heartless. Taking 2 steps without getting attacked." And I hear the bell ring. And he said, "If you value your hide, you get your ass out of here while you can."
Hmm.
And he leaves, and gosh, maybe we should leave. And Sora says, "Don't you want to see the Heartless?" And Nami says, "No, we don't." "Yes, I ain't in time to agree with the Navigator here," says Jinbei. And then,
We'll
then
need to go through this quick. I don't
yep,
feel like being here longer than we have to be.
yep, then the guard armor Heartless showed up, and Sora said, "Again?" All right. And for some reason, it's a tougher time to beat them than it is in the first game. Well, not really. Depends on which cards you have.
It's how you make your deck, basically.
Yep, and after they beat them, um, they talked to Leon and the others, and they said, "So your friend isn't here?" And Sora said, "No, I don't think I'm finding them in this town, but they're in the castle. I just know it. Castle. This thing is a this
Thank you
total."
for going it. Who is this nut job?
Yeah, and Leon says, "No, he's probably right. We mo- we may not understand what's going on, but Sora does. He can see that reality is bigger than just this world. I wish I was that simple. It was that simple." And and Ed said, "You'll be okay, guys. No matter what reality takes, you can handle it. I may not remember you, but I know you guys in my heart." Ed, that was so sweet, says Winry. Yeah, and Leon and Luffy said, "Yeah, you sure know your stuff for being a short
Being a
pine."
shrimp.
It's not back at you. Yep, he's even though he can't remember us, we still remember him. Says Nami, and they were about to leave, and Aerith has that moment with Sora, and Luffy said, "Look, I don't have all the answers, but I've got to tell you something. Your memories created this town, right? That's what the guy who gave us the card told us, Sora. And just to just to be clear, Sora still has his KH1 voice.
Oh, okay, so it's not his case two like in the PS2 version.
Yeah, I'm making it authentic. And Aerith is still voiced by Mandy Moore.
Good. But is it Doug Airholes as Leon?
Yeah,
I feel like he's the definitive Leon right now.
yeah. But then she said, "I'm not really me. I don't remember the things I should, and I said things I should, and I have this feeling that I was killed by Sephiroth in another life." And she tells Sword, "Beware your memories. In the journey to come, you'll find more illusions. Sometimes in the shadow of your memory will deceive you." Wait, and Luffy does. Can you repeat that? I don't understand it. And Sword says, "Yeah, I'm with Luffy here."
Now it's like, what else is new?
Yep. And they were about to leave, and Goofy asked, who are you talking to?" And Sora said, "We were talking to Aerith," but then they see she was gone. And Sora said, "So that's what she meant." And then make it to the first floor exit, and they
And
meet.
between the exit, they meet the man in black again. Enjoy meeting your memories, Sora.
Yeah, it was great to see everyone. What do you want from me? What do you have to give? And then out comes another man in black. This time he has red spiky hair and has marks on his eyes and said, "Hello."
Hello. What are you doing? No hogging the hero all yourself.
And he throws up the card and says, "Perhaps you'd like to test him?" "Yes, I will." "Nice. My show now, Keyblade Master and Straw Hat Captain." "Who am I?" "Oh, my name's Axel." "Got it memorized?" Sure." "Good.
Axel is such a joy in this game, honestly.
Is he better as a bad guy or a good guy?"
I feel it evens out with him.
"Yeah." Then he said, "Don't you go off and die on me." and Sora said, "Look, we gotta use our. I go, wait, don't use Donald. Why not? Because he could cast fire on him. Good boy. Nami! And Nami uses her climb attack. And then, what would Robin's card power be?
Probably using her hands and feet.
Yeah. And Jinbei's Fishman Karate.
Yeah, Fishman Karate. Actually, Jinbei might be the best one to use here.
Yeah. And they beat Axel.
Come on,
And
did
then,
you think after that I would just lay down and die like that? As if.
wait, I've been hanging around with Zigbar too long. What? Nothing.
True. That is kind of funny, since that is what he says.
Yeah.
As if. Last thing we need is him coming in here.
Yep. And Sora says, "You were testing us, and you passed. Congratulations, Sora. Now are you ready? Now you guys are
Now
ready
you
to
can take on the horrors of Castle Oblivion.
Now you will find someone really special. You mean King Mickey, Riku, and the other Straw Hats?
Who
You just,
knows? Just keep going.
but I'm sure you can find your heart, Sora. Why me? You lost sight of the light within the dark, and you seem that you've forgotten that you were forgotten. The light within darkness. Sora, do you need it? Would you like to give me a hint? And Nami said, "Sora, I think it's best that we, I'm gonna figure it out for myself, right, Luffy? Right. And if you're in my way," and Donald said, "Don't worry, Sora. We'll protect you." Good answer. Just what I expect from the Keyblade Master. But when memories awake, you may no longer be who you are. And that troubles Robin. She said, "What's wrong, Robin? I'm just worried about you, Sora." "Why me?" He said, "What do you mean by you may no longer be you? I may no longer be me? How could I be anything else?" Yes.
No, but if only he knew.
Yeah. Yeah. And Goofy says, "Like anything could happen here at Castle Oblivion." And Nami says, "Castle Oblivion." "All right, now I remember." "We'll be okay. Whatever is cooking up, we'll make sure we'll handle it together." "Of course we will, just like at that creepy castle. With all that weird..."
Holy or hollow? All I
Goofy?
know is he turned into a heartless Sora, and I was so worried.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
That
that
night,
happened in the castle? And then Donald asked, "You can't remember? I remember perfectly." Ah,
and I said, "Oh yeah, smart guy. What's it called?" Because Nami would call Donald out.
yeah. And Donald tried to remember, and he turns to Jiminy and said, "Jiminy, isn't your journal every word? I finished the..."
God, what? It's all blank.
"What?"
All my hard work.
and then Robin looks at her books and says, "Oh no, my books are blank too." What is going on here? Both of our books are blanks, and Donald said, "Something screwy. Charles just don't just vanish." And Luffy of all people said, "What if it's more things. Goofy told us about a castle we'd been to, but we don't really remember it. You think we're losing our memories? Losing our memories?
Wait, Luby, what's your brother's name?
It's Ace.
And what about the other one? Other one?
Oh no. You might be right. So I'm gonna forget everybody? No Jaco, Genzo, and not Robin looks at her Saul. And Zoro says,
Professor Clover.
yeah, and Zoro will say, Kunima, what would Jinbei say?
Aladdin, Queen Otohime, Fisher Tiger,
The king.
Awala.
The king, Riku? The king? And Sora says, Kairi too. And then Goofy says, don't worry, fellas. We might forget about where we've been and where we see, but we'll never forget who our friends are. And, and then he asks, Sora, when you turned into Heartless, did you think about us? No, of course not. There you go. No matter what happened, you won't forget your friends. You're right. Thanks, Goofy.
Then next they go into the Agrabah world.
Yep. No, before that, Donna was about to leave, but Sora said, when I turned into Heartless, who was the one who took forever notice to keep cloggering me? How come you didn't forget that? And then he gets all those tired, and everyone laughs. I should have Nami tease Donald as well.
She will.
Yeah, they have a friendly. They will have a rivalry, but they will have a banter. At Agrabah, it's the same. It's basically the same story, isn't it?
Sorta, pretty much. Minus
Yeah.
the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, so we'll just skip through the Disney worlds, except
I really didn't pay attention to like the in-game cutscenes in the worlds that weren't really voiced.
yeah. I don't know why they didn't voice them. They didn't do the voices there. Then they entered through the fourth floor. After they exited the third floor, they said, "I hope the king is gonna be okay." Why bring that up? Asked Sora. I just want to be sure if I haven't forgotten him. All done good for you. God, I remember. We were on a quest to find the king. I remember that too. The king helped save everything by stepping the other side of the door of the darkness, I think. And we're looking for our friends, Sanji, Brooke, Frankie.
Usopp and Chopper.
They're with, and yet they're with Riku and they're with Kairi. Remember? And Sora said, "I'm looking for Riku. He was with the others when they closed the door. I guess we'll never forget the most important memories." That's God. I don't want to forget. But what they don't know is they're being watched by Larxene and Axel. Axel and a woman named Larxene. You're pretty intrigued by this Sora kid. Are you telling me you're not Larxene? Haven't decided. What intrigues me is more is what you see in him. There was a time he became a Heartless, and when become Heartless, they lose their minds and memories. But not Sora. He held on to
He did. How did he come back from that?
It was the strength of his heart. That's what interested you. That's why the Keyblade chose to unlock the mysteries of the heart. Isn't that the organization's mission? That's not really what Xemnas' mission.
Nope.
It's Donald said, "Why have we forgotten something?" Yeah, I remember this book, this manga we were reading a while ago. It was called Noro. Noro. Oh,
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna dwell on it. It's probably awful.
no, I'm pretty sure it was. It used to be good. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Robin?
Nope. Can't say.
And he had a son. And I think it was Burrow, Burrow, Bolt. It's not important. And then he said, "You're right. It's not important because if it wasn't, I don't think you would have forgotten it." And he takes out Kyrie's good luck charm. It's good luck, Kyrie. Luck charm Kyrie gave me. It's special to her. And Nami says, "Oh, you, you're keeping something for your girlfriend. That's sweet, girlfriend." It's not
He's
like.
not mine.
And Robin says, "Oh, please, I can see that you're in love with her."
Even Fujitora could see that. Who? I don't know. That name just popped in my head for some reason.
Yeah.
One thing I still remember, we were at this kingdom, but had one of the warlords in it and a bunch of toys.
Yeah. If we, do you think we'll ever go to a world where toys talk?
Well, we got turned into mer. Well, we got turned into mer people, so anything's possible.
Yeah. And then Sora sees Kyrie, and then he feels something behind him. He looks over to see a girl in a white dress. He said,
And blonde hair.
"Yep." And he looks at, "Hey, Sora, where'd you go?" "Oh, sorry. Never mind. What were you guys saying?" And the next world is Monstro. And they do all that where they meet Pinocchio and
They got to defeat a certain amount of harlots within the time limit to get out.
I hated that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. But they also got to fight the parasite cage again.
Yeah. Yep. You know, in our Naruto podcast, Chain of Marion's podcast, where we had Naruto think he was in love with Namine.
Yeah.
I mean Hinata. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I confused Hinata with Namine. I apologize to Namine.
Yeah.
So anyway, what would Luffy? What would happen to Luffy?
I don't know.
I should have thought of that.
The only real girl he has that would actually like him
Uda.
is Boa.
What or Uda?
Yeah. Maybe use Uta.
Yeah. And then he said, "What could it be?" And Luffy said, "Huh?" Then he said, "Huh." And she would. It's not really the real Uda. It's a replica made from Luffy's memories. That's a good twist, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Could it be in my memory? It wasn't Kyrie. Sora, where you go? And then he hears, "Hi, Luffy," and he looks over with confusion, and she waves and says, "Uda? Hey, Luffy! Let's go! You guys want to find Riku and the king, don't you?"
And
Sure.
the rest of your crew.
Yeah. It was on the tip of my and then Sora, "Oh, yeah, there was another." They both said, "There was another girl." What? Another girl. And Nami looks with suspicion. Who's this other girl, Luffy? Her name was Uda. She was. I know she was a child. I have a
She's
feeling she's
Shanks'
here.
daughter.
Yeah, and she said, "I have a feeling she's here." And there was this girl who used to live on an island with me, besides Riku and Kairi. There was one girl, the girl I was friends with. And Robin said, "Sora, you told us about your parents. You told us about your friends, like
But
your
you
other
never
friends."
mentioned this girl.
What? What'd you say?
But Sora never mentioned another girl.
Yeah, I guess I forgot about her. And Robin says, "Forgot?" And she said, "This is strange. Pardon me." And she thinks to herself, "I don't think," and she whispers to Nami, I don't think it's the castle. I think it's the men in black that's causing the memories." Or at least,
Or someone.
and Nami says, "You're right." And then she says, "I," and then Robin says, "I've heard of this Uda girl. She's a world famous singer, but her being friends with Luffy," and she gives a death look, and Rama asks, "Nami, are you okay?" "I'm just peachy. I'm not jealous."
And Nora goes, okay.
And he's Sorb. Do you remember the name of your friend? "I don't remember." I feel kind of dumb. We said we were never going to forget our friends, and well, I can't remember her name. And Robin said, "That's illogical."
Highly illogical.
Yeah, I had to do a Star Trek joke.
Oh, Spock.
We'll do Spock jokes in a future podcast. You'll know why. Although, should we do Birth by Sleep?
I
How
don't
would
see how that would even work.
Yeah, I mean, we in Naruto we connected with Minato and Kushina, but how we connected to One Piece?
The only one I can see is with Roger and Odin. Or Shanks.
Yeah, but they died like 20 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Chain of Memories take place 10. We'll figure it out. As time goes. And then after they got through the next world, they entered the fifth floor. And Donald says, "Sarah, is there anything you remember about the other girl?" Just bits and pieces. "Maybe you could try telling us about her. Who knows? Maybe I'll help you remember it." Hmm, she was real. She was really quiet and always drawing. When we go to the beach, she drew a picture instead of swimming. Sometimes she drew us. She was really good. I remember Riku and I fighting over who would draw. She draw next. One day she was gone. I just I remember when I was crying, and I think the grown ups knew why, but I was little. but that's it. I don't know her name. And Donald says, "You'll remember it in no time." And Robin says, "Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them." And same goes for Luffy. It seems to me that we keep forgetting things. It'll reach the memories. Actually, she wouldn't say that because she she would think this is highly suspect. Wouldn't she?
Yeah.
And maybe Zoro can think of that. Maybe we can reach the memories deep inside of us. And so we should order to forget to remember. And Sora said, like our most precious memories lie within our hearts. They're out of reach. All that stuff about fighting and losing being fighting. I didn't get it at first, but maybe that's what they mean. And Nami says, Sora, how come we aren't remembering more of the stuff from our memories? And Lark said, ooh, just we. And Axel said, just as we intended. Only I have I have some strange vibes from that girl. From that woman with the dark hair. She seems to know something. She's smarter than we think. And Axel says it is Nico Robin. You should know that she's the smartest. She's the smartest Straw Hat. Yeah. I know, but I am annoyed by that Nami girl. I can see Larxene hating. Not Nami and Larxene will have a rivalry.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Come on, we'll continue with our plan." And then Larxene says, "I'm gonna go. You had your fun on the first floor. Now it's my turn." And then he hands her a card and she kisses it, and she touches his face. I'm not just gonna give it to him. Don't break them. Do I detect a soft spot? I'm not gonna break the toy. I'm not dumb. Yeah, right. Don't forget, Sora's the key. We need him if we're gonna take over the organization. And Luffy, we're gonna find the One Piece with him. They're gonna control Luffy to find the One Piece.
Yeah. But they need both of them.
Yep. I know you're in on it, but keep it under your hood unless the time is right. You would be wise to do the same thing, Larxene, with a smirk. Knowing he's gonna betray them.
As we later find out that's his mission.
Uh-huh. And then Sora says, and Goofy asks, "Do you remember?" Luffy asks, "Do you remember your friend's name?" That's all I can remember. You gotta hurry and try to remember it. And the next world they entered was Wonderland, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, it's always the last world I visit. But then they go up and see a girl with, same black coat. I bet you work with.
You're too clever. I'm Larxene.
So, decided? Have you enjoyed your stay at the castle? I bet it's nice to peel away all the worthless memories and awaken the true memories. And Nami says, "True memories?" Although you seem to have forgot the most important thing. When that poor girl you forgot your name. It'll break her heart, and so and it'll break Una's heart. Una, she's here, and you have the girl. And yes, the bad guys are holding both of them hostage.
Thing is, I'm a bad guy too, and she summons some lighting up and has some knives in between her fingers.
Yeah, and now and she hits both Sora and Luffy, and that infuriated
Wait, how
Nami.
did that hurt me? Because Luffy was like, how did that hurt you, Luffy? You're made of rubber.
Yeah. And Larksy says, "I know. We used a special kind of we made some special kind of electricity to make sure
My
to
power
harm you."
isn't normal lightning like Enel's was. Mine can actually hurt you.
Then then Sword knows him. Wait, what's that? It's uh some kind of star pendant. And he said, "Is that mine? Oh, you forgot? You've been wearing it all this time, and no, that's possible." The memory is engraved deep inside of your heart. Think carefully, Sora. Who
I just
gave it
love
to
how
you?
sadistically evil Larxene is.
What?
I just love how evil Larxene is in this game.
Yeah, it makes you hate her
Mm-hmm.
for the right reason. If it was modern Disney, she'll probably have a sad back, which Nomura is probably going to give it to her.
Yeah.
But I don't care about the organization's past. Let it be a mystery. Do you?
The only ones I really cared about that worked were the ones in Radiant Garden.
Yeah,
Like from Zigbar to Lee. I don't need Demix, Luxord, Larxene, or Marluxia.
right. And they made him in games where and they made him in mobile games, which not many people play.
Nope. I sure didn't, so I did not know anything.
No, I know Nomura says they're canon, but I don't care.
Same. The only one that's kind of more interesting is Luxord, especially now what we know with him.
Yeah. Anyway, and Sora was saying, Larxene continued to mock Sora. Said, "Who gave it to you? No, no, Nami, Nami. I didn't give it to you," says Nami.
Not you. Nominee.
That's right. It's about time you figured out her name. She's the one that gave you good luck charm. And then she said, "Now that you bother to remember it, it would serve you right if I smash this."
Piece of junk.
And she said,
And Sora hits her hand with a keyblade.
"Is it let it go?" And which is hilarious because she is in the Frozen world, and
Yeah.
that's main song is "Let It Go." You know what? It would surprise me if Larkseed heard the song and it's gotten it in her ear, and she returns to the world and she tries to go to sleep and say, "Oh, I can't get that song out of my head."
Make it stop. Make it stop.
I just love these jokes.
Yeah. Then Larxene gets mad, like, I just let you know, I'm in an extremely foul mood right
No,
now. And they
no,
get,
no, that doesn't happen till later.
oh.
She said, Sora says, "Nominate gave this to me. It's very important." Oh, it's
So 5 seconds ago, you didn't even know what it was.
and then it's a big fight.
Even Zoro gets in on this one.
Yeah. And she's lucky she's not facing part 2 Soro.
At most, this is Ennie's lobby Zoro.
Yeah, was that was probably one of his best.
He wouldn't use his Ashura style yet.
Yeah.
Considering none of them have hockey right now, except maybe Jinbei.
Yeah. And then after they beat Larksu, she said, I guess you really are a hero. A heartless hero. Who asked you? Oh, does it hurt because it's the truth? You're such a baby. And if you're gonna be a baby, here you go. I created another card for your memories. Be a good boy, say thanks. Tata. And then Sora said,
Sora has a
"Alright."
little freak out.
Yeah. And they all look at him with worry. And, and not but while Luffy is worried about Uda, he calms down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this, asked Sora. Why did I need someone like her to bring it back? And Nami said, if you ask me, she's a bitch.
Nami!
Well, she is.
I did this one comic dub I saw where Sora's in the world that ends with you, and I think Neku says bitch, and he's like, Sora, Kairi, Riku, people are swearing. I need you to come get me. Surprised they didn't have that in Dream Drop.
Yeah. And Larksin returned to her to the organization's room, the crystal ballroom it was, and she's throwing that battle wore me out. Really, it looks like
It
you
seems to
just.
me you're just plain lost.
But how dare you? You don't. An ungainly effort, and then out comes
The main
Vexen.
man shows up, Marluxia.
Vexen. No, it's Vexen. Vexen comes.
I thought Marluxia showed up.
No, Vexen showed up first.
Oh, it's been a while since I've played this game.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
What,
He said,
what the pleasure, Vexen? We don't see you topside all the time.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has so much potential. But I like to.
He's unworthy of such coddling.
I think he's an experiment that will show value. Well, here we go again. It's just a little excuse to carry out your little experiments. I'm a
I'm a
scientist.
scientist. That's what I do.
You know that would be a good rivalry. Vexen Robin,
That would be.
because they're both smart. Only one is good. Vex.
But I will
One is,
say, Terry Stephen Prince was probably the perfect guy to play Vexen.
yeah. You know who else could have been good? Mark Hamill.
Or Richard Horvitz.
Yeah.
Although he'd come off more funny than threatening.
Yeah, he would use his Invader Zim voice.
No, he'd use Pox's voice.
Yeah. And then a mysterious figure shows up.
Now it's Marluxia.
No, it's Riku Replica, remember?
So, okay. I guess saying Marluxia's after the first fight with Riku Replica.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you fight him right after Larksin.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Yeah. Sorry, low face. Not so fast. We don't have time, guys. They got Nami and Uda. We gotta rescue them.
But then Robin would go, like, hold both of them back.
Yeah, she said,
Both of you calm down. Rushing in is not going to help anybody.
"You're right. Sorry, Robin. Thanks for knocking some sense into us."
Meanwhile, Jinbei is more hitting Luffy around.
Yeah.
Again, I have to knock some sense into you, boy.
Yeah.
Again? What do you mean again, Jinbei?
You forgot what happened to Ace?
No? What happened to Ace?
It can't be. He forgot his brother's death? This is more serious
My
than I
brother's
thought.
what now?
What? He's thinking in
My
his
brother's
thought.
what now?
He's thinking
Oh,
in his thought, though.
oh, right. This is not good. What were you
How
going to
come?
say, Jinbei, about Ace? Oh, nothing.
And then Jinbei whispers to both to Zoro and Robin.
Or here's an idea. What if Vexen made an Ace replica that was evil?
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be
That would mess with Luffy.
yeah. Then Sora enters the. They enter the 7th floor, which if I
In
was
the
there, I would
hallway.
be. Yeah, the hallway. If I was there, I would be scared because I hate heights.
Yeah. Thing it doesn't
And
look that big on the outside.
yeah, Riku.
Go to I'll be over soon. He'll be all over soon.
Yeah, yeah, Riku. What are you doing here? Not happy to see me? Let me know if I get in my way to let you know something that's real. Huh? I didn't mean that. Spare the excuse. And then she said, I mean, oh, by the way, a friend of mine is here. And out comes Ace. And Luffy was like, Ace! Give me a hug. He said, Luffy, get away. And he
And
pushes.
Jimmy's like, Luffy, get away from him.
And Robin says, this can't be right. I may not know Ace, but I don't think he would act like that towards Luffy. And Nami says, you're right.
He's not
Something
like he was in Alabasta. Whether he's on the Whitebeard Pirates or not. Something's up with him.
And Mason. Then he says, listen, Sora, I don't want you hearing. It's always, you don't care about us. It's always Naminé and Uda. Just. Then he asks, why did Naminé disappear from the island? Remember, Sora? Was it my fault? Go home, Sora. I'll take care of Naminé. And he gets, whoever gets through her goes. And Ace says the same, I don't want you anymore. I don't want to see you anymore, Luffy.
Not after what happened to Sabo.
Wait, you think what happened to Sabo is my fault? He forgot. Of course, he forgot that Sabo's alive.
Yeah.
With the rest of the Straw Hats?
I mean, probably yes, since they never really met him till like the end of Dressrosa.
Yeah, but they met him at in this they met him at
Oh yeah, they met him in Olympus.
yeah. And he's part of the Restoration Committee.
Yeah. And then one big fight breaks out between Sora and Riku and Luffy and Ace.
Imagine that. That would be a hard boss battle, wouldn't it?
Does this Ace still have his flame fruit powers?
Yes.
I don't think it's unless Luffy can figure something out or has something. I don't think he's even gonna be able to hit Ace without his hockey.
Yeah.
Unless he can still use it but doesn't know what it is.
Yeah. And after their battle, Riku and Ace runs away. Guys, wait! What happened to you, Ace? Nami touches his shoulder with worry. Are you okay? Forget about us. What happened with Ace? And Riku's strange too, says Sora. It's almost like Ansem was controlling them. But we got rid of Ants for good.
That we know of. Who's to say he doesn't have any tricks?
Maybe it's the organization. Maybe it's the.
Those guys in black.
Yeah, And then Goofy says, "Hold on! If Riku is here and so is I, then the king is in trouble too. He was with them." And Zoro says, "Oh no, Brooke, Frankie, and Sora and Robin said Sanji, and Zoro says, "Yeah, I don't care about him." Why do they hate each other?
I don't know, but it makes for fun moments.
Yeah.
As they're following Rico up to the next hallway, they fight again.
Yeah. They said, "Take the hint." I said, "Go home." Not until we rescue. Not until we rescue you and Dominic and Yuta. I don't remember asking you to come rescue us. Don't you forget, Kyrie's there waiting for us both to come home. And Robin says, "That's right." And she says in her thoughts, "Your true love." And Riku says, "Don't you remember? I told you the door to Kingdom Hearts. We closed the door. I said, take care of her."
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Where's the king, Sandy, Brooke, and Frankie? Who knows? We lost. I haven't seen them since then. We probably lost to the darkness. And Luffy would just like deck Riku in the face.
Yeah. How dare you? You better not say that about my friend. And Ace says, "Why? It's the truth." And then Sora said, "What about you, Sora? Do you remember what they look like?" "Of course I remember."
One's a skeleton and the other's a robot.
And the other is a perverted cook. even when he's not there, a butt monkey.
And
And then Sora said, "Hey Riku, I got a good idea. I'll jog your memory." "Go ahead and try." Oh no. Oh no. You still there?
yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, anyway, where were we?
They were
Oh yeah, they
fighting
fought.
Riku and Ace again.
Yeah. And then they beat him and said, "Come on guys, quit fighting. Let's go help Namahan and Uda together." "Right. You're always trying to worm your way into my heart." "Wait, when did I ever do that?" "Forget it, guys. You never cared about us. You won't push
After
me."
they flee. Like now he's like, okay, that happened.
And then we finally see Nominate and Uda. Spoilers, it's not really Uda.
It's just something Nominate created.
Yeah, does it hurt, girls? Watching you two childhood friends fight over because of you? You have my sympathies from the heart.
And the two
And then she's
Nominate looks at Marluxia like, not that we have hearts to speak of.
actually, it was Axel that said it.
Oh, right. Though Axel's got more of a heart than either of them,
Yeah,
given he's been spending time with Roxas in between this.
yeah. And then after that, Marluxia finally, and then they made it to the 10th floor, and they see it's empty and said, "Where'd Riku go? I guess he must have got tired of fighting you guys. I sure hope so." And Larcy asks, "So what's going on, Vexen? Your Riku and Ace are supposed to counter Sora and Luffy. Where are they? Where are they hiding?" He said, "They're hiding somewhere to lure Sora and Luffy to the castle. Just trust me on that." "Oh, I'm see. I never would have guessed. So sorry, Vexen." Silence.
Silence.
Predictable response. Men without hearts could be so boring. You're one to talk, as if you have a
As if
heart.
you have a heart to speak of it yourself.
That's enough. And out came, and finally comes Marluxia, the main villain of the game. Vexen, the simple fact that your project was a failure. You best not disappoint us again. Disappoint
Point
you?
you, you're only number 11 in this organization. I'm number 4, and I will not have you belittled. He pulls out his scythe right in front of him.
I said, I've been instructed by this leader to guard this castle. Who- Who defy me, defy the organization. And then he says, "Vexen, you cannot win against Sora." And then he said, "Pity to be so ignorant. You're only able to see the surface things. I should expect you to appreciate my true might." Oh, and he let's go over his side and say, "Watch us prove it." I, none of us will be wish to be suspicious of a comrade. Your insecurity is comforting.
Hmm.
And then Axel
Actually,
says,
you give a chance like that to Vex, and he'll really destroy Sora and Luffy.
That'll be unfortunate."
Or denouement.
Then he said, "What to do? Your boyfriends will soon be wiped from existence, but I believe they made certain promise to you. Isn't that right, Nominee?" "Yes." "Wow, the 10th floor. We gotta be pretty high." And Luffy said, and Robin says, "Imagine Usopp being here."
He'd be cowering, wanting to go back down.
Yeah.
And then Chopper.
Yep. And Jiminy said, "Sora,
You've lost
it's not
10
too."
floors worth of memories.
Then Jiminy says, "Sora, it's not too late. Do you think we should turn back?" I said, "I can't do that because I would break a promise that I made." "A promise?" "On the islands, I promised Nominee that I would keep her safe no matter what, but I forgot it. I didn't remember itself, forgetting everything else. A promise between the two of us. That's what I can't leave. I have to keep." And Luffy said, "Yeah, that's right. If Uda made Uda and I made the same promise that we'd be friends forever." And then he said, "Oh yeah." And then I made a promise to be her. I made a promise to be her boyfriend. And
Nami's like, wait, what?
Robert asks, "Are you okay, Nami?"
I don't
And
know, but for some reason, I feel a pain in my chest.
I think you're. And she whispered to her, "I think you're jealous."
Just be careful. You might let darkness into your heart.
And then they go through Hollow Bash. Ironically,
And
not
like, Maleficent again.
one of the main focus. Yep.
And is this where they fight Vexen?
Yep. Next room is with. I believe next room was with Vexen.
I hated his
He's
fights.
eyeing Vex. Yep. He said, "Oh, me too, me too." And he says,
Mostly because he
"I come
kept
to."
card breaking me.
Yeah,
You can't
I
really
usually
hit him
go.
from the front.
I usually go back and make sure I got most zeros.
I had to keep grinding out and restructuring my deck.
Same goes for me.
He's
I'm gonna
worse
keep
in
on.
Twilight Town.
Yep. They, but first they fight. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then he said,
That's
"You,
my Riku and Ace.
you mean indeed? I'm the one who brought Riku and Ace to you. Then you're the one that's controlling them. What did you do with them?" I
Why
see.
trouble you in your final hours?
And during the fight, every time Luffy and Sora gets to use a card, Vexa breaks it, and Luffy's like, "Oh, come on!"
I'm a game-breaking boss.
And he keeps on doing it. It's like, oh, that's it.
Well, I concede to the scientist.
Then he used the Robin. He uses Robin to beat him.
I saved Robin and Zoro.
Yeah. And after they beat him, and he said, "I expected. You're not the one to die so easily." That's
As
the
if
only
we never lose to you.
time I want to be so sure. I would delve into memory as we fought, and look what I found. A
A
carved paper.
card crushing from the other side of your heart.
He said, "Wait."
Other side?
And source. And after that, Marlusa Axel and Larxene looks nervous. His sword disappears. That would mess up the organization's plans. I trust you know what to do. And Axel's
No,
sarcastic.
no taking that back later.
Yeah. Traitors. Yeah, he said traitors are.
To be eliminated.
Yep. A card made out of memories from the heart. What could that mean? We'll find out. And they enter Twilight Town.
Oh, why does it feel like I've been here before?
Maybe it's, maybe it's like Naminé. No, it's not
No,
like
this
that.
is the Robin goes, what did he Beckson said this was from the other side of your heart.
Have you? And Sora says he remembers that he tells the story of that meteor shower of of I wouldn't be surprised if it was Kyrie. He did it the same thing to Kyrie.
I wouldn't. I'd buy it. He probably did. He's just replacing Kyrie with nominated with Kyrie.
Yeah. And then she gave me this good luck charm and said thanks. Only Kyrie gave him the good luck charm at Traverse Town.
Mhm.
You know, Kyrie may not be in the game, but she's very important. She's so
Yeah.
important.
She is.
Take note, Hinata Hyuga.
Yeah, never. Never.
You may think you're Aqua, but you're not even Kairi.
Nope, not even close.
At least Kairi has a personality.
And a reason to be in the game.
You take out Hinata,
Nothing changes.
you take out Kairi.
Everything changes.
Uh-huh.
Just like if you take Sakura out, the series can't happen.
But 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 guys, Hinata was always there for him.
Where?
When?
Show us.
She was the only one that didn't laugh at Naruto.
She also stood behind a tree and watched him suffer and be alone.
Yeah, but he saved her from those bullies.
No, that was something Sakura had. And it was Ino that saved her.
But that happened in the last.
Retcons don't count.
Never gets old.
See how brittle their arguments are?
Yep, it never gets old making fun of that movie.
It doesn't.
And at the organization read it, and they were like, "Oh, even I'm not that evil."
Ugh. Even Larxene would be, oh god, that. Heck, Xemnas wouldn't even touch it. Or Zigbar.
Or Sayax.
Like, even Demix wouldn't.
And he's the worst Kingdom Hearts character.
Really don't know why they brought him back in 3.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. He was used as a backup, but still.
Yeah. They claimed it was for popularity. I don't...
Who likes that guy? Seriously.
I mean, he's not... he doesn't have a
Vexen,
good personality.
I understand. He at least has a story reason.
Who?
Vexen, I understand. He's got story reasons.
Yeah. Sayax too, but Demix? Anyway, back to the story. And they make it through the... I believe they see the mansion.
Yeah,
And,
that's where the Vexen fight happens.
yeah, and Nami said, "Ooh, a mansion. You think there's money in there?"
No, look again, Nami. It's pretty run down and dilapidated. I doubt anybody's even been there.
You think...
But Robin, there could be hidden treasure in there. And we are pirates.
Yeah.
Because Nami would press them on to go in and look.
Yeah. And then Goofy asks, "What's wrong? Something feels strange. I know this place, but it's familiar. Maybe it's like Nami."
Feeling nostalgic, are we?
Yep. So a question then. Your memories of Nami or your feelings here? Which one are more real? Nami, of course. Whatever it is I'm feeling, I bet it's another one of your mean little tricks. And Zoro said, whatever you're planning something, Luffy and Sora will stop it, and we will be there beside. You think the memory wiles can be cruel? In silence, we forget. It's obsession. It binds. And Sora said, "Cut the rules. Yeah, you're not the Riddler."
Yeah. We all talking riddles in this game, apparently.
Yeah, it's like the Riddler made the game.
My God, it makes sense.
Tetsuya Nomura is the Riddler. I should have known.
It was so obvious.
And Oda is the Joker. And Kishimoto is...
Uh,
I don't know. I can't think of... Who's the worst Batman villain?
who's the lamest?
Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze?
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, at least he was having fun with that role. Anyway, so this place... Vex and tell him that it was created for his memories. The Sora's like, you're wrong. I don't know this place. If you
But you do.
this remain bound by the chain of memories. He said it. He said it.
You said it. You said it.
That was one of my favorite Family Guy jokes. And refuse to believe what is truly found in your heart, then throw it away. You are not a Keyblade master. He's right about that.
Sure.
Just the slave to the twisted memories. Exactly like my Riku and Ace. Like your Riku and Ace. And Luffy gets so mad. And... That's enough. What you said is a complete lie. I'll never throw away my heart. I'm going to take you down and save Riku, Ace, and Naminé and Uda. That's what's in our hearts.
Then we get the most BS fight. But it does lead to one of the best scenes with Vexen's end.
Yeah. And after the battle, you had strength. You still had strength, even at the mercy of your memory. None of that matters. Just put them back. Put them back? This Riku and Ace you speak of will sink into darkness, and you will share the same fate. And if you continue to seek the girl Naminé and Uta,
End
the
up
shadows.
becoming Marluxia's pawn.
Marluxia? Who is he? What does he
Then
have?
Axel's shotguns fly past Sora and hit Vexen.
Yeah.
Axel, yo, Sora, Luffy. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Axel, why? I came to stop you from talking too much by eliminating your existence.
You've been in your mouth too much.
You're off the hook. But no, please, I don't. Goodbye.
No, please, I don't want to. Goodbye. Then he explodes. He does a fire explosion.
Try showing that to your 5-year-old.
What are you people? Not sure. Not sure myself. As he actually leaves.
Yeah. And then Larksy says, I say good riddance to that blabbermouth. Marluxia, you use Vex to test their strength. Not just theirs, yours. We weren't sure if you actually had any of your bones to take it out of a fellow member. Well, I guess you did. Now it's time to join up. The organization will be like child's play with the three of us.
Yeah, like you three are gonna take out Xemnas.
Yeah. Maybe not them, but Sora can.
Well, yeah, but I specifically meaning those three.
Yeah. And then he wants to see nominated, so why don't we give them an Uda? So why don't we give them what they want? Rejoice, girls, for it's time to meet your heroes. We're glad. But I'm warning you, Naminé, if you do anything to portray Sora's feelings, you'll regret it. Don't you understand, little one? I understand. All we need to do now is layer in Sora's memories and bring their heart to you. And they disappear. Sora, if you come for me, what then? And What about what Uda say? Does she know she's not the real Uda?
Pretty sure she'd know she's not real.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, um, after that they finally see Riku and Ace again. You'll hurt Naminé if you go further. And Riku Sora's like, what? You still want to fight?
Vex is gone. You two are free.
It doesn't matter what happens to him. We're protecting Uda and Naminé from you. That's when our hearts dies. And Riku talked about the promise he made. And Sora said, you made a promise with the toy sword. What? How did you know that? Because that was the promise I made to her. And he
See,
showed.
I got this right here. Oh, that's clearly a fake.
And then Sora's like, what? And Luffy was like, what? He still tries to reason with Ace, but he wouldn't listen. So they got another BS fight. Well, it's not the BS fight. The fourth one is the BS fight.
Yeah, where he uses Dark Aura.
Yeah. And after their defeat, he drops the good luck charm, and Sora takes a look at it.
Should that be where Ace's replica of like the fight? Should that be the final fight with him?
Yeah. Actually, the Ace. He thought he killed Ace. Ace, I killed him.
Relax, Luffy. I wasn't real to start with.
What?
I'm just a replica created by Vexen of your brother from your memories. So wait, where's the?
What? Actually, he should know that in the fourth battle, shouldn't he? After Sora and then get Sora. So we'll save that for the fourth battle, okay?
All right.
Then they Sora and Luffy.
They go to Destiny Island.
Yeah, would Sora abandon? I doubt Sora would abandon it there, because Luffy wouldn't abandon his friends.
Donald and Goofy, he abandoned Donald and Goofy, but the Straw Hats kept going no matter what he said.
Yeah, and
so that's
Nami,
more of a loyalty to Luffy than it is to Sora at this point.
But they still care for Sora like a friend.
Yeah.
They can be loyal to Sora too, can't they?
Yeah, but Luffy is still their captain.
Yeah, and after he told him, you could take a nap for all I care, and leaves. And Robin turns to Sora and actually Nami turns to Sora and slaps him. So, what was that for, Nami? You abandoned your friends. No, but listen, Sora. I know you want to rescue Naminé, but there's something weird going on here.
The Sora I know wouldn't have abandoned Donald and Goofy.
Yeah, it's like you're some. It's like you're some.
You're a different person.
I'm still the same guy. And Sora, I forget. And Nami said, I forget it. You'll probably figure it out. Knowing that your brain's bigger than Luffy's. And they reach Destiny Islands, and Robin said, oh, so that's where Sora's from. His island is beautiful.
Very beautiful. I wouldn't mind coming here myself if I can.
And then they see Titus walk on Selfie. Hey guys, I'm gonna. Who are your friends, Sora? And Sora's like, do we have something in our faces? Oh, please, Walker. You could be dumb enough to not notice food stuck in your face. And Nami said, gee, I not even Luffy noticed his face on food on his face. And he just eats it. It's a, that's a low blow. Oh yeah, you're Selfie, Walker, and Tias, the three most hated Final Fantasy characters. I would go that far.
I wouldn't say Waka's that hated.
What?
I wouldn't say Waka is that hated.
Yeah.
Titus and Selfie are a different story.
Yeah, Selfie could be the type of Twilight girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Sora said, "You're thinking about her again." Oh, I get it. He's a total zombie, but she's on our mind. And she said, I bet you want us to take a hike so you could be alone with her. I guess. Well,
Who is this her?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Darkseid shows up. No, actually, they meet the Riku from Sora's Memories. And Ramen, this Riku isn't real, but even but he's more friendly than the other Riku we met at Chaos. What do you mean by other Riku? I don't think that's the real Riku, says Robin. I can't prove it, but it's not.
It's just what my heart's telling me.
Yeah. And then after the Darkseid, after the Riku from his memory said, "Hey guys, hey Sora, who's your friend?" Huh? It's a Riku. Gee, thanks for remembering. It's been like what, a couple hours? Are you still under? What are you talking about? Are you watching Naruto again?
Yeah.
I told you the ending of Naruto sucked. Wait, what? Naruto ended?
When did that happen?
Yeah, in this world, Naruto is an anime, and yes, he had the same ending we got. Not that she died. And if we gotta suffer, they gotta suffer with us. Speaking of which, the other day was the 20th anniversary of Naruto showing up on Toonami.
Yeah.
I wasn't into anime at the time.
I wasn't as much as I am now.
Yeah. I got an anime around 2009 or 10.
I was like early 2000s because I used to watch like Dragon Ball Z on Toonami and other shows.
Yeah. Did you watch Rave Master?
Yes.
That was a decent show.
I wish it'd come back to get fully done. Because it is a good story.
The manga ended.
Yeah, it ended like years ago. I have all the whole series.
Yeah.
Trust me, it was not easy getting all 35 issues volumes.
Yeah, anyway, then they hear an earthquake. What's that? How should I know? Whatever it is, you can't be good. And Sora said, then I know. It's your job to look after her. Go, Sora. And take your new friends. Okay. And then out comes Darkseid, and Sora said, "For some reason, I feel like I'm tired of fighting this guy."
Yeah, you and the players.
What does Nomura see in that thing?
I don't know. After the Darkseid fight is where they Sora remembers Kyrie,
Yeah,
but it's
but
Naminé posing as Kyrie.
here's how it happened. Namahe, Sora, you came. It's you. It's really you. I've been wanting to see you. Yes, I wanted to see you too, but this is in the way. What? I was lonely for so long. I just couldn't bear it anymore. So I called out to your heart, and you came for me, and I'm so happy. But don't worry, I'm here, and I promise I would protect. Sora, thank you, but I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be in this picture. And Uda says, I'm not supposed to be in this picture too, Luffy. Uda! What you see is not real. I'm not really Uda. What? I'm a fake Uda. I don't know my songs. I don't know where I came from. I don't
I don't
even.
even know about Shanks.
What? What are you talking about? Shanks is your dad. No, he's not. Luffy, can't you see? I'm not Uda. And I want you to accept that. Then she gives Luffy a hug, and Nami's eye twitched.
Robin goes like, just let them be.
Yeah, and then she says, "I'm sorry." Then she starts to fade away. The reason she fades away because not Luffy starts to realize that she's not the real Uda, and that detonated her heart to self destruct or something like that.
Okay.
I know it makes no sense, but it's
With
Kingdom
this
Hearts.
series, I don't question anything anymore.
Yeah,
After the whole time traveling hearts thing.
yeah. And then Sora said, "Oh, that's so sick." But they all and Luffy start crying, and Nami comforts him. And then Sora looks over at Naminé, but instead of Naminé, he sees Kyrie, and he said, "Who is that? Why does she feel familiar? And why why did my heart jump every? Not I think about her, not like I do Naminé. Not speaking of which, Naminé." And they reached the 12th floor, and he said,
Or at least
"Naminé,
the hallway.
yeah, the
That's
hall,
where they fight Riku one last time. And Ace.
yeah." And before that, Sora asks, "It's not you, isn't it? I'm sorry, but you're not the girl that's special to me." No. The girl you care about, Sora? It's not me. It's her. It's always been her. But who is she? How come I can't think of her name? Because I'm one of your memories, and let me. And then there comes the fight. And after Luffy defeats Ace, he he, he starts to crouch down, and he started to have the same position the original Ace did, and he hugs Luffy hugs him and says, "Luffy, I'm not I'm not the real Ace. What? I'm just a replica made made inside your heart. The real Ace is
Has
God."
been dead for 2 years.
But, but, it's okay. You weren't the cause of his death. But he still loved. But he said this. Thank you for loving me. And then he collapsed and dies.
Or just fades.
Yeah. And after hearing that, Luffy's memories started to come back to him a little bit.
Of Marine Ford.
Yep. Then he said, he started that.
Oh, they're smacking around again.
Then he said, I'm okay. I'm okay, Jinbei. But we gotta help Sora fight the Riku replica. And now that he got his memories of his powers back, he said he started to use his hockey. What hockey would he use against Riku?
Armament.
Yeah. And, and they took care of the Riku replica, but the Riku replica wouldn't go down. And Naminé said, begs, Riku, stop. I said, stop. Then she used her powers to, Riku, what have you done with Riku? And Larksy shows up. She smashed his heart. Smashed his heart? The Riku is dead. Oh, you're fun to watch. And Nami said, oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I won't want to get you.
Miss Weather Girl. Can't you do anything else but lightning? But the only that's going to do is make me stronger.
And then she said, if Riku was worried about, then don't, because he was never really here. What do you mean?
Like Ace, he was just another replica Vexen made.
What? And then she reveals that Naminé, its memories were planted with Naminé, was just planted, not and she does the replica to a wall. That means all this time you were tricked. That all thanks to Naminé. Is that right, Naminé? You did some awful things. Naminé? You're so stupid, she says. Don't you get it? It's what Naminé's powers are. She can enter a rage and even create new memories of anything. It's almost like a devil fruit.
It's almost like pudding's devil fruit.
Yeah. only Naminé is more likable.
And not crazy.
Yeah. Then my memories are all lies, just like Naminé's illusions. Nothing more. Binding your chains to your memory. But then we were duped by that jerk Axel. He used us to betray Naminé. So I'm left with no choice but to kill ya, she said. But, don't, she said. Huh? It's a little late to grow conscious.
For the witch to grow a conscience.
Which, it's your fault they're like this in the first place. I know, but I should tell you, I'm in an extremely foul mood. Thanks to you, all our players are toast. Naminé. I could see Robin comforting her.
Yeah.
What's this? Are you upset? You guys don't actually know her. Maybe not, but I made a promise. Huh? I made a promise to keep her safe. My memories may not be real, but but it's not fake to me. That's why I'll keep. You are so delusional, she said. There is no promise, and there never was. Must you always play the hero? No, whatever. It's about to take him. But she was. But you know how in the game, um, it, the the shield fly past Riku. In this, the shield hits Larxene on the face. I thought it would be funnier, and I thought it would be funnier and fitting.
Yeah.
Then said, Donald, Goofy, you guys came back. Of course we did. We were worried about you guys. And we promised that we protect you. And it's and you guys will never be alone. It's always been the I don't know how many there are, but we'll always stick together. And okay, have it your way, she says. And that was
Maybe
coming from
Luffy uses Gear Force Snake Man.
yeah.
Gear Force Snake Man. What's so special about that one? And this, I sacrifice power for speed.
Yeah. and and it gave her multiple hits. And Robin used
I think he gives her a beatdown.
yeah, yeah. and and Nami said and Nami I think Nami will deliver the final attack against her.
Ow. Her and Sora.
Yeah. And said and and after she fades away, she said
No, I refuse to lose to such a bunch of losers.
and then I'm fading. This is the way I will allow then Nami says, Ding dong, the witch is dead. Can you see that Nami celebrating her death?
Yeah, I can see that.
And Zora of all people scold her. No,
That's
actually,
back, Nami.
what? She had then then they then
So
Dom
Luffy needs a 10-minute break.
yeah. You must be nominally. Very nice to meet you. You met the other straw hats and so I'll introduce me. My name is you're Goofy and you're Donald. Yeah, but how did you know? Oh, I have Disney Plus. Um, now and now Jimmy says, "Gee, there are a lot of questions," which is an understatement in the Kingdom Hearts universe. I know this easy it won't be easy, but could you tell us what happened? Of course, it's my fault. And she explains her story of, and she's made up. It was fake. Sword never really promised me anything. Me beginning alliance, that was a lie. And that story about the Naruto ending, that was a lie too.
What else have you not told us that is the truth?
I also made, I also was forced people to liking the Star Wars sequels. That's something Robot Chicken would do. Not,
Yeah.
or I should say, how it should have ended. So wait a minute. So let me get this straight. Naruto got with Sakura in the end, and Naminé said yes. And so it's oh my god. So that means you could give us some. It was your magic that made us lose our memories. Can we get them back? I can fix everything if we get to 13th floor. But Marluxia, that's the guy who made you tamper your memory, and not and Robinson, and he was also the man in the black coat that that showed us here. Is that right? Yes. And he said, "He'll put me in a dungeon if I don't obey." I'm sorry. Don't be. Don't cry. I know. I don't. That's not what I mean. This is one of my favorite Sora moments. Where he says, "I don't like you messing up my memories, but I can't get mad at you for it.
Mm-hmm.
These memories you gave me, I know they're lies, but they just feel right, like the promise I made. If you cry now, I'll feel guilty. I could let you down. So don't cry, please. Till I get my memories. Smile, be happy. It's easier for me." And Donald's, "Oh, brother, that's a bit much." I don't know. Sora's like that when he's around girls. And Nami says, "He's, I don't know. The only girl he's like this around is that red haired girl." We don't know
Kylie.
her. Yeah, but they don't know her name yet. And that caused Nami to laugh and say, "See, I love it when you smile in my new fake memories. But it wasn't, doesn't feel fake, it's real." "Oh boy, I can't wait to get my memory back." And Nami tells, I think Nami would stay behind with Nominate to protect her.
Yeah.
And and then and then she gives Luffy a hug, and Luffy feels his heart pumping.
Mm-hmm.
And and she's she's be careful, Luffy. It will be fine, promise. Then Sora at the next floor, Sora looks at Kyrie's good luck charm and is still confused. Who was it that gave me this? All I do you guys ring any bells? No, Sora. Go- Goofy and I just remember that we forgot something important. I don't want to, but I'm scared. Hearing Donald admit that was great character development for him.
Yeah.
And then then Goofy said, "Then we should make a promise." And they all got confused. And he said, "Wherever you make a promise that's super duper big, we will courage to face the scary stuff." Courage. Yeah. And Luffy says, "Yeah, let's do it." Then then he showed then he showed him the X. He remembers the X in his arm, which I still think
Mm-hmm.
he can. He said, "No matter what happens, we're friends." But and Naminé and Nami look after Riku, not knowing that Marluxia is right behind them. Of course, Nami tries to fight Marluxia, but he gets too strong and cap and knocks her down and captures her. And after a few floors, Axel confronts Marluxia. "You have some nerve to show up here, traitor." "Traitor? I don't know what you're talking about. Why did you let Naminé go? You meddling. The Keyblade Master could have been our slave." "Oh right, your big plan. You use you use you use Sora to use Naminé so you can wipe out the organization."
You're a total puppet.
Then he asks, "Were you suspicious of us?" do I do either of us find it hard to believe anyone? So you eliminated vexed to obtain proof of our plan? That I didn't want to, but that was your order. You must eliminate the traitor. I always follow orders, Marluxia. Larxie paid the price of disloyalty when she died, and you must do the same. And the organization is portrayed in that name. I will annihilate you. That line's not you, and that's a great line for both of them.
Yeah,
And they had that epic cutscene fight, which is one of the rare moments we see a cutscene fight.
yeah, it is.
Then they showed up. Then he reveals that he's taken both Naminé and Nami.
Is that your shield? Won't do, I'm afraid. Are you sure? Do you hear that, Sora? Luffy? Axel says he'll go through Naminé and Nami to get to me.
Destroy it. You don't want that to happen, right? Oh, you're a puppet now, Sora? Never. After I'm finished with you, he's next. Sora, I really don't want to fight you. But I couldn't turn my back on the organization. And somehow Nami escaped Marluxia. But before before she could before she could save her, he took away with Naminé.
Hmm.
Yep, Nami's good at getting out of danger.
Yeah, she is.
And after their fight, she said, "Very good, Sora. It was worth saving you guys after all. Saving us? What do you mean?"
Hmm.
I hate to keep the suspense. Then he fades away and Robin says, "Why do I have a feeling that he's not dead?"
Worry later, Robin.
Yeah, and after that, they finally confront Marluxia. So you've defeated Axel. Perhaps it was the Keyblade's power. Let Naminé go. You have no chance of winning. Naminé, erase Sora's memory. But if I do that, yes, Sora's heart will be destroyed. His heart destroyed. Asked worrying Nami, you could do it? I'd prefer him unharmed, but he can be rebuilt. More like my liking time. Do it, Naminé, she said. He said, no. Sora forgave me, even when I deceived him. So I could destroy his heart. I don't care what you do to me. I won't hurt Sora or his friends. Then you do it, Naminé. Luffy asks, Sora, what are you saying? Are you stupid? And Nami says, yeah, I didn't think you were more stupid than Luffy. I don't care. Who will I look after if I don't have Naminé? So just do it. Erase my memories. Destroy my heart. I promise I'll protect you. You have to believe me. I don't. You bet. Even if Sora forgets, we won't. And Luffy said, yeah, I'll make sure you remember for it. See, I have all my friends beside me. You ignorant fool. If Naminé use your powers to erase your memory, you'd be nothing more than an empty shell. You use your heart to no longer be able to feel or care. Oh, you be like Twilight fangirls?
Yeah.
I know Twilight bashing gets old, but no, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
Take another. Then I hear, take another guess. And they look to see it was Riku Replica. It can't be. Rico! No, just another imitation. You're a... But you... Marluxia growls, you're a shell. A shell is everything, taking everything. What could possibly that I have? Both my body and my heart are fake. But there's one thing I'll keep. Even if it's just a lie. Whenever it's a phantom promise or not. I'll protect Naminé. Imbeciles. And the flower puddle falls from the air and it turns into a sun, which was pretty cool.
It was.
And he says that speech and says, You'll learn for
Then
the
we
truth.
get the three-phase fight.
Yep. First is this. It's like a regular fight. The other Straw Hats join. And he was pretty easy once you have the right cards.
Yeah.
And after that, they thought they beat him. They said, "Is he gone?" Sort of gives him a thumbs up. Take another guess. What you destroyed is another illusion of me. So what? So Riku replica, and it was another imitation. Is he really in there? Yes, I knew it.
Now we have our final save.
Yep. And then he says, Riku, protect Naminé. You don't mind? Should I? All right. And as that Sora gets ready and says, Are you ready, Sora? Mm-hmm. Who should be in the final battle? Just Sora and Luffy?
Maybe Zoro.
Yeah, but isn't he a card, technically?
Yeah.
They all get in. How about they all get in?
Okay.
I was thinking, when we do KH2, here's who would be I'm planned to be in the final battle. Sora, Riku, Luffy, and Zoro.
Okay.
Because I think that would be fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, Marluxia says, as lightness soon enough, the emptiness will shatter your heart. You're in this world of nothingness.
They find that like ship thing he's got.
Yeah. And Luffy turns gear 4.
Goes Bounce Man.
Yep. Or should he wait to do that? Or
Maybe wait till the third fight for that.
Yeah. And I gotta know, and I like the third fight better than the second fight.
Yeah.
After their second battle, it's the final battle against Barlow. He's he's holding his side by side with a giant angel. I believe it was an angel.
Either that or Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Given his whole motif as a Grim Reaper.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does not have a Jamaican accent. Sorry, I had to do a Billy or Mandy reference.
Yeah.
And Luffy started to lose all his cards, but then he found one. Then it turns into Gear 4. It's an OP. It would be an OP card.
Right.
Good compounds, man. And that surprised Marluxia, and he delivers the final attack, and then he's and he starts to has one of the most epic deaths.
And Sora just looks content.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I just did that.
and they leave the floor and lock it, which confused me. Did they lock it? Did they lock him, or did they
I'm
lock
not
it?
sure, honestly.
Then they ask, "Are you okay, Riku?" I'm not Riku. I'm just a fake. I have no memories of who I am or where I came from. And Donald, Goofy asks, "Gee, Donald, can't you use your magic to fix Riku?" I can't. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know.
Then they meet up with Namine and take him to that sleep room.
No, not yet. Riku Replica leaves and Sora has the speech. Who cares who made you? You have your own heart. And and Riku says, "You're a good guy. I don't have to be real to see how real your feelings are. That's good enough." And they all felt bad for him. And Nami says, "Hey, can you put our memories back?" Yes. Not remembering something doesn't mean that it's gone. What do you mean? When you remember one thing leads to remembering another, and then another, and then another. Our memories are connected. And Robin nods in agreement. Said, "They're like a chain." Yes, Robin. I don't. You don't really erase memories. You just take them apart. Am I right on that? Yes, you're. Yes, you are, Robin. I knew you were smart, and Nami is too. Zoro, he gets lost a lot, so
Yeah.
hey. So, can you put him back to memory?
Yes, but it'll take a long time to do. A year at least.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you have to do? I had to undo the links of the memories I made. And Robin said, or actually, Nami was, if you have to do that, then we would. Yes, you won't be able to remember everything here.
And in here.
Not even you. I'm sorry. You have one choice. You could lose the memories of this castle or reclaim your old ones, Sora. Or keep the memories and give up the memories you lost. Do we have to choose? Yes. And they wait for Sora's decision, and Nami says, Sora, whatever your decision is, we'll stand by you. Or actually, Luffy would say the same. Would say that
Yeah.
instead of. And then he said, "Make me like I was." You know what? The main reason he did it is not just for Kairi, but for his friends.
Yeah.
Naruto wouldn't do that.
At least Ken and Naruto wouldn't.
Boruto's dad, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Nobody wants to keep a bunch of memories that aren't real. You all want to remember what's really important. Anyone would choose that. And they see giant pods, and they go, so we have to go in there? Asked Nami. Yes. It's taking a long time, but I'll take it. And Zoro said, I'm getting tired anyway. Wake me up. When I wake up, make sure there's some booze. Yeah, mate. Then he said, where would Luffy be? Would he sleep with Sora?
Maybe
That's not,
outside where Donald and Goofy are.
yeah, but wait, that sounded wrong. That
Hmm.
Would he have a giant pod next to Sora's? I should say.
Maybe.
Yeah. They said, good night, Nomonai. Good night, Goofy. You too, Sora. And then they had that heartwarming speech that said, it may have started with a lie, but I'm really glad I met you and your Sora. Yeah. When I met you, I was so happy. They weren't lies. And then she said, goodbye. Well, not goodbye. When I meet you again, we'll be friends for real. Promise me that, Nominee. You're going to forget when the chain of... You're going to forget if the chain of memories comes apart. Links will still be there, remember? So the memory of our promise will always be there. I'm sure of it. Okay. It's a promise. And they did the pinky promise. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, they're going to kiss. And then she said, I won't be able to find them. Don't worry. You made another promise to someone you could never replace. She is your light. The light within the darkness. Remember her in all the lost shadows of your heart. Another promise. Look at the good charm I made. I changed the shape the way I changed your memory. When you thought of it her just once, it went back to it. See? What did that tell you about Sora and Kyrie's relationship?
Yeah.
And he looks at the charm and tries to remember. But then he finally sees her face again and he says, Kyrie! All my friends. How many? Don't worry. You might forget about me. But with our promise, I can come back. A promise is a promise. Yeah. One day the light will be ours and it'll bring us together. Until then, you'll always be in my heart. I rather say you'll be in my heart rather than
Yeah.
because I want to do a Phil Collins reference. And Source is forgotten, but not lost, as Sora's story ends, and that was fun.
Yeah.
We'll do Riku's story next week with Sanji and Brooke and the others.
Yeah.
Only it's gonna be shorter than. Although I may make some new stuff, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
And I like the end credits where Kyrie was in the islands waiting for them.
Yeah.
Selfie went to check on her.
Mm-hmm.
She was in this one. Usopp and Chopper were playing at the island. They checked on her. And like in the original one, Axel met with Riku Replica. He's planning something. We don't know what it is till next week.
It will involve the other two members.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna log off from right now, okay? Because I'm
All right.
about
See you
to
next week.
see you.